Once again to World Legion Wrestling, and of course this is the banner week. This is the week that the World Legion Wrestling Championship goes on the line. A match between Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Atomic Dog, and man, that's going to be action. I can just feel it in my bones.
Well, I'll tell you what, Gordon, it's going to be great action. It was going to be a good match anyway, but the fact that the World Legion Wrestling title is on the line makes it even more special, and it's going to be an exciting evening.
It will be a one-fall match with television time. We have standby matches coming up in case we need them, but I have a hunch that we probably won't. Tell you what, we do have a match right now, though, so let's go to our ring announcer.
Our first contestant entering the ring, he's 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighs 210 pounds, from Trenton, New Jersey, Chris Knight. His opponent from St. Louis, Missouri, stands 5 foot 11, weighs 212 pounds, Saber.
Here comes one of the more colorful competitors of the day, Saber.
A masked man.
Yes, and a high flyer, too. He moves with great speed. One has to believe that he's had a lot of experience wrestling in Mexico, perhaps, lucha libre.
You've got to be a high flyer to survive down in Mexico.
No question about it.
And probably that's the best style for the lighter guys, the junior heavyweights, as you will, is to be quick and use their quickness and their high flying ability.
Well, it's one of the things that helps him get along. A couple of slams there, and just caught him with his chest and drove him off his feet. And so Saber is outside the ring. Up and over that top rope, catches his man, rolls him into a pinning combination, but Chris Knight was able to break that up.
Yeah, Chris Knight was able to break it up, but I also liked the way the referee didn't allow him to grab onto the ropes and let the move continue. In other words, if you don't have a lot of your body outside the ring, they're not going to allow it. They're not going to give you a cheap break.
You're exactly right. Technically, once your body crosses the plane, you're technically, you could be DQ'd, but that's not always the case. Chris Knight now, wow, brought his man over. I'm rather surprised that he caught Saber with that one. Saber gets a shoulder off. Saber must have had just a momentary mental lapse, because he's back on track now, but for just a moment there he seemed to be out of it. Good full body slam by Saber. Saber comes down spinning, and he catches him in the side. Crashes down across the chest once again, calls for the referee, says, I've got him, but he doesn't have him. Did not have the pinfall. Snapmare by Saber. And Chris Knight has got him in a full Boston Crab, then hooks the legs. He calls it his rockin' boat, and I'll tell you what, that is extremely effective.
Interesting that he let him out of it, and I say that because he didn't get out of it. He let him out of it.
Yeah, he did. It's a submission hold, and whether it was an act of compassion or what, I don't know, but Chris Knight paid him back very nicely with a lariat across the throat.
Not a very good cover, but I'm not sure that Chris Knight was capable of covering him any better.
I don't think so. Knight. Boot to the midsection, then an elbow to the back of the head. Saber backs away. He's overhooked again. Vertical suplex by Chris Knight, but this has taken the gas out of him. He's slowed down considerably. He does not have the fire and the verve he needs to pin a man like Saber.
And you could tell that just by the fact he's barely getting his hand or an arm over him as opposed to a full cover.
Precisely. Oh, now what's he doing?
I don't know that he's trying to bite his ear off.
Well, he was doing, biting, obviously, and
he got a hold of that mask, though, Gordon. That's not going to be effective against Saber.
Not at all. Saber now some chops into the chest and a boot to the midsection. Full arm drag and twist by Saber. Putting a lot of punishment on the deltoid, and had him in a hammerlock, swung him around into a side headlock. Knight attempted the belly to back suplex. He was successful in it, but not successful in keeping Saber down. Saber has him up. Whoa. Forward roll using Chris Knight as the mat. Flies off, crashes down across him. Bell, cannonball. So Saber racks up a victory here on World Legion Wrestling as he soundly defeats Chris Knight.
Saturday, May 17th, the National Wrestling Alliance makes its triumphant return to Philadelphia. Get your tickets now to experience all the hard-hitting competition of the stars of the NWA live and in person. It's an evening of main event competition guaranteed to keep you and your entire family on the edge of your seats. The 2025 NWA Crockett Cup in Philly. Don't wait. Grab your tickets today at NWALiveOnFence.com.
And thank you, people. As you know, and the people out here know, that Greg Valentine has been out here challenging the dog from the get-go. Everywhere I've been around the country, Valentine's there, he wants the dog. We have the World Heavyweight belt here right now, and we're going to have a tournament for it, as you know. But I've decided to shortcut that tournament and put it on the two people that I've watched all over the country at one another day in and day out. So right here tonight in the Remington, you're going to see the World Legion Heavyweight Champion crowned.
And that match will be between Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Atomic
From Tampa,
Dog,
Florida,
Steve
weighing
Sharp.
250 pounds, Greg the Hammer Valentine. And his opponent, 6'3" tall. He weighs 280 pounds. One of the hottest young stars in wrestling today from Dog Pound, USA, the Atomic Dog.
So the Atomic Dog making his way to the ring. Harley Race, the championship committee chairman, was on hand to offer a quick handshake to Greg Valentine. There's Carl Lauer. watching as the dog makes his way to the ring. There's Harley Race with him, and the dog, obviously the crowd favorite here at Remington's. But Greg the Hammer Valentine, second-generation wrestler, a great competitor, and a very, very determined individual, wants that title.
Tell you what, though, Gordon, tells you something about Harley Race and the championship committee, and that he's going to put the title up for grabs right here on television tonight.
Yeah, and that's something that I have to really admire about the folks here at World Legion. They could have taken and sold out arenas around the country, anywhere in the country, with this particular match. But they are dedicated to the fact that they want everybody in the country to see the quality, the kind of competition that you will see in World Legion Wrestling from here on out and way into the future, I hope. One fall. Now, this is very critical. The dog rolls in after being outside with his fans.
I think somebody got the rag that he had on his head coming in, and also maybe getting rid of the dog chain.
There's the bell, and this is the start.
This is what they both wanted. Ever since Greg Valentine hit World Legion Wrestling, he's wanted the dog. As I've said earlier, be careful what you ask for. You might get it.
They lock up collar and elbow. The dog outpowers him on that one, and the dog now flexing, and a little bit of psychological warfare going on between the two, particularly on the dog side. He's going to use everything at his disposal. Once again, they lock up collar and elbow.
I don't think that'll bother the Hammer, though. He's a veteran competitor.
Well, that's it. He's got the edge in time and experience in the ring. Plus, he's got the edge of having one of the greatest teachers in the world in his dad, Johnny Valentine. Wow, great Valentine. Brutal chops into the chest, and now the dog retaliating. Greg Valentine, an Irish whip up the far side of the ring, and the dog catches him with that patented move of his, and Valentine had the air knocked out of him.
No timeouts in this game.
No.
I think Greg the Hammer wanted one, though.
Well, it was a little bit of a stalling tactic, and now the dog gets him in that side headlock. Missed with an elbow that time, and the dog cross body block, flying cross body block, goes in for the pinfall, was unable to score the pinfall, bit early. Both men too fresh to, that might work later after you've really tired a man out, but not this early.
Not this early, not with the type of wrestler that Valentine is. It's going to take 15, 20 minutes before a move like that will work.
Exactly. Once again, they lock up. This time it's the dog with a scoop slam on Greg Valentine. Full body slam has Valentine back, and Valentine trying to break the momentum again. Caught by the dog. Arm drag and twist and punishing the deltoid, catches him once again and drops Greg Valentine to one knee. Valentine drops to his knees now in an effort to alleviate the pain he's feeling as the dog continues to apply pressure. WLW Championship belt on the line between these two. Inside step over on the body, then a good side roll that had Valentine backed off, and now Valentine catches a boot in the midsection. The dog lashes out with a right hand, and Valentine fires back. Valentine up on that second rope comes down across the head of the Atomic Dog and drives him to the canvas. This is the thing about Valentine, and he might just be taking the very best that the dog has to offer, checking him out, making sure that he can take all he's got to offer and then come back with more.
That's the best psychological warfare you can use. Let your opponent dish out all that he can dish out, and then you fire back on him. And Valentine's been doing that effectively in the last minute or so.
Yes, he has, and once again goes in for a lateral press, but again, too early. Good bridge by the Atomic Dog. And that time, Valentine tried to set him up and was going to drive his knees into him, and the dog turned it around. But
right to the eyes.
Yeah. That's the point where Valentine is so dangerous. Ooh. Solid right hand. Dog is dropped to the canvas. Valentine, the Hammer, brings him up through the ropes out to that hardwood floor outside the ring.
And the way he landed, you could see that from the way he went out of the ring, he had to have landed flat on his back out on that hardwood floor. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that is very painful.
Yeah. Good way to get a hip pointer in a hurry. Dog coming up rather slowly now in this title event. In case you've tuned in, just tuned in to World Legion Wrestling, you're seeing a WLW Championship match between Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Atomic Dog. That's the dog outside the ring now, coming up rather slowly. He just got dumped out there by the Hammer.
I'm surprised the Hammer's letting him stay out there and come back on his own. You'd think he would press the action a little bit more with what's at stake.
Well, he might figure that it's worth it to expend more energy, make the dog expend more energy than himself, and very, very well executed that time. Did not really get that leg hooked properly. Now he drives a knee into the side of the rib cage of the dog, and then down to the lower abdomen. Going for that figure four, and he's got it. He's got it cinched down, and that may be all she wrote for the dog. That may be the end of it for the Atomic Dog. Greg the Hammer's been wanting this match, wanting this man. Well, he's not conceding, and he went back on his shoulders for just a 2 count. Again, a 2 count, and the dog is not conceding it. Yeah, you can see the pain coursing across his face now. And he's trying to reverse it. He's trying to get that situation reversed, and he has. And so Greg the Hammer Valentine now is beginning to feel the pain and pressure of that figure four in reverse.
And Valentine has it in his own way to either reverse it or let it go, and he elects to try to reverse it back and get into the ropes. He's not going to win the match that way, but he could surely hurt him.
Well, that's it. It puts pressure on 5 different parts of the legs, the knees and the ankles, and consequently, well, now the match is taken outside of the squared circle itself. And the dog caught in the throat by Greg Valentine. The dog is chopped again, and he's caught again.
Didn't matter.
Dog retaliates. Smashes him into that wooden barrier outside. We'll be back with more action. If that pinfall occurs while we're away, we'll bring it to you on instant replay, but we'll be back in just a moment.
Honestly, it was pretty intense. Heart.
Indispensable.
Hard work. Challenging. Gritty.
This is the Harley Race Wrestling Academy.
Neither man was able to score a pinfall or a submission hold while we were away, and the match continues now with Greg the Hammer Valentine and the Atomic Dog, the World Legion Wrestling Championship on the line. Although while we were away, I must say that the Atomic Dog began a very vigorous return to defending himself, as we just saw evidenced right here.
Not sure you could say defending himself. He went on the offense there.
Yeah, for sure. Dog caught coming in, and a good forearm by the Hammer drives the dog back to the canvas. Remember, this match is indeed one fall, television time remaining. We do have standby matches in the event if there is a pinfall or a submission before our hour is up. Again, our thanks to Harley Race, the chairman of the championship committee, for getting this match and putting it right here on television. The Hammer using extra leverage, and the referee stopped the count. No, he didn't stop the count. I thought he did.
Both feet on the top rope, and yet he went ahead.
I thought he caught it. Well, apparently he did not catch it. And the crowd here in Remington's very unhappy about that. Now the dog complaining, and it looks like Harley Race is also trying to intercede here. The dog just doesn't understand this. And I can't say that I blame him.
Well, no, there's no way. That was not the right ruling. But I guess, as you can see, the referee can only do what he sees, and he saw the pinfall, but Harley Race is going to get involved.
Well, Harley's trying to explain it. Harley Race is explaining that Greg Valentine definitely had his feet on the ropes.
So the match will continue.
I think, I'm not sure.
Well, let's put it this way. Harley's still got the belt, and if the Hammer wants it, it's going to continue.
I would think so. And the dog very quickly closes in on the Hammer, smashing Greg Valentine's head into the turnbuckle repeatedly. And the crowd picks up the chant, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, dazed, hits the canvas, and now it's the Atomic Dog. He's putting a hurting on Greg Valentine. A lot of punishment here. Now he hooks the near leg, tries to get the pinfall. The Hammer rolls that one shoulder off. So that was not officially a pinfall then, because the match is continuing.
Well, I think that's the only fair thing to do.
Inside cradle, almost had him. Almost had him. Got a reverse Nelson to that inside, and Greg the Hammer fires back. A boot to the midsection, to the side of the ribcage, technically, by Valentine. And Valentine now trying to cut off that oxygen supply again, utilizing those ring ropes. And Harley Race pacing the ring, watching every move out there. Also, we see Karl Lauer, of course, commissioner, watching this match from ringside. Members of the media. Down or near ringside, and it is tried to hook him in the sleeper, coming off the ropes. He's got that sleeper. And this could well be all she wrote for the Atomic Dog. No, they're into the ropes. That forces the break.
Yeah, but it doesn't stop the activity, though.
No, but it's taken its toll on the Atomic Dog. And Harley obviously does not want this match going on outside the ring. Whoa! Wait a minute. Harley Race tried to warn the dog, and the dog, I don't think, had any idea who he was hitting. He just said somebody grabbed him and he hit him. But the Atomic Dog hit chairman of the championship committee, Harley Race, eight times former world heavyweight champion. And he's got Greg the Hammer down there. I don't think he realizes yet that he hit and Race is calling for a halt to the match.
He's ringing the bell.
Yep, he's told him to stop the match. And the Hammer's ignoring it. And the dog catches Harley.
He got him again. That's not the way to win the belt, Gordon.
No, and that's a good way to get suspended, but I'll tell you what, and that time he had to know who he was hitting because he looked straight at him.
Well, you don't know. He had that form of the sleeper on him. He could have put him in.
All right, I'll tell you what. We've got to get some order restored here. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Do you want a unique way to raise money for your local community? Harley Race's World League Wrestling is here to help. There is absolutely nothing better than a professional wrestling event bringing the entire community together as one and showing support when it is needed the most. We have been sponsoring fundraising events for many years, and we know that it can bring a lot of winning opportunities for your local charities, school organizations, non-for-profit groups, and whatever else may be in need of assistance. For more information, contact us. Don't wait. Go to www.harleyrace.com, email us, or call us to get information or to schedule a WLW professional wrestling fundraising event in your community right now.
The Atomic Dog has gone absolutely berserk. He not only has hit the Harley Race, but now he's got the referee up. He's threatening to give him a full body slam. Oh, we've got other people now in there trying to get some order restored, and we obviously do not have it restored yet. And the dog has gone completely berserk, and he is dropping everybody who gets anywhere near him. I've seen a lot of angry men in my life, but this guy is absolutely awesome right now. And the referees are pleading with him to back off, to calm down, to settle down. And the dog is having none of it. The dog is having absolutely none of this.
Oh my, there goes one over the ropes.
Over the top rope, right?
That was Tom Simon, one of the referees who's trying to stop this thing, and Harley Race pleading with him to please stop before he ends up not only causing further damage, but also getting himself in a position for that suspension you were talking about.
Yeah, it could easily happen here. A hurried conference between Carl Lauer and the Harley Race.
You can't even do you a favor, dog. I've been running the damn belt out here. You put blind cheating referees in there? They hit a ball. Don't blame it off on anybody else. Don't blow it off on anybody else.
A thoroughly irate Harley Race.
If you got smoked twice like that, you'd be mad too.
Carl and I are going to think about this long and hard. And you just made me history, buddy. You punched me twice, dog.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what he's got to say now. The Atomic Dog.
I'm going to tell you something, Mr. Race. I grew up watching you. I have the utmost respect for you. You remember in Sportatorium, at the Sportatorium, you, my uncle, that punk back there, went at it long and hard. You know when my uncle died, and you know the stuff that chump was saying about it. So you think I'm gonna sit out here and worry about that 10 piece of gold? You crazy. And if you wanna kick me out, do your thing, baby. But the bottom line is, if I get my hands in that pocket again, I'm gonna hurt him. And if you're in the way, it's your problem too.
Whoa. You're talking about it. Wait a minute.
I stood and listened to you. I came out here with the world title belt. Give you your shot at it straight up, just like Valentine. It wasn't Valentine that was sucker punching me.
Harley Race is having a hard time controlling himself.
I know your uncle. I know all about the family. You act like you know my family, man. Act like you know what that means to me. I know what it means. I know what you would do. But I do know that the junkyard dog would not be punching me around.
He's referring, of course, to the late junkyard Dog. Atomic Dog's uncle. They've had their clashes in the past. But
Cool down, dog. I'll cool down. We got a level-headed guy standing right here that's got more to say right here, right now than I do, because I'm relieving myself of the responsibility.
yeah, let's see what Carl Lauer
Dog.
has to say.
Dog, listen up, dog. You lost it tonight. I can understand it. No, you didn't get cheated. We're going to hold up that belt, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. February 7th, it's going to be you and Valentine. No disqualification. There must be a winner right here. No DQ. There must be a winner. But, if you lay your hand on an official of this organization again, you and I are going to have serious words. I don't care what you do to a wrestler, but you don't hit the legend. Is that understood? Do we agree on this? Do we agree? I don't care what you do to Greg Valentine in a no DQ match. You can have it your way. That's his specialty match. But you don't touch the officials. That I won't put up with. Wait a minute. Let's do one more thing. Let me make it one more thing. The type of match that you said you love, type of match Greg Valentine specials in, let's make it a Texas death match, no DQ. Texas death match, no DQ. February 7th.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm already the champion. I beat him. But because Harley Race, I got a lot of respect for Harley Race, but he came out and stuck his nose in my business. I beat the dog. 1, 2, 3. The referee counted him out. I should have the belt, and I shouldn't have to wrestle you unless I'm already the champion. I'll tell you what.
Amazing.
I know I can beat that man. I beat his uncle, the junkyard dog, in one of those WrestleManias. Made him look like a piece of garbage. Made him look like a little poodle. That's right, cry, dog. You want to wrestle me, fight.
Greg Valentine has just said he accepts the match under our terms. Hey.
You know what? There's a phrase from a movie from a very good friend of mine who was also a fan of my uncle's. You're a dead man, Valentine.
The Atomic Dog has gone absolutely berserk. He not only has hit the Harley Race.
It wasn't Valentine that was sucker punching me.
If you're in the way, it's no problem too.
You and I are going to have serious work.
I beat the dog. 1, 2, 3. And I'll guarantee you people this, that the world's title is going to be presented. I'm not going to start World Legion Wrestling out on the wrong foot.
For 25 years, World League Wrestling has brought you the most unforgettable moments in professional wrestling. From legends of yesterday to tomorrow's superstars, WLW has given its fans memories to last a lifetime. Harley Race had a vision of what he wanted World League Wrestling to be.
I'm doing it to make wrestling back to where it used to be.
Because I'm always ready to deliver.
Exactly what I'm capable.
We'll all be around long enough to enjoy the butt kickings that I hand out. Jackson!
I'm keeping my belt, whether you like it or not.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Race Wrestling Arena.
King Mabel!
As King Mabel gets ready to approach the ring, let's just take a second to reflect on what we've just seen. One of the most ever seen in professional wrestling. I've been doing this sport for quite a while. But to have the chairman of the championship committee assaulted by a competitor, to have the anger that was exhibited.
And to know who the competitor was, that's the shocking thing, Gordon.
The Atomic Dog, somewhere he snapped, no question about it. However, I think that the solution to this is going to be that Texas death match that will take place. And, of course, the interesting aspect about that is that falls don't count. They count anywhere in the building, and the match continues until one man either cannot continue or concedes.
You see Mabel put the referee up on the top turnbuckle and said, "This will be short and sweet. You just sit over there."
Yeah, really.
Nope. There are 3 brave men in that ring with Mabel.
Either that or 3 very foolish men.
Well, okay, I'll buy that one too.
Mabel went right along with that one, and now
wow, one of them firing back.
Yeah, and you could hear that one. It took Mabel by surprise, but he very quickly reverses that situation. Irish whip into the ropes, and now he's being beset upon by 2 of the men. Let's see what kind of a chance they stand.
None.
None. You're right. He staggers another one.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Pile driver by this 500-pounder. And a man very agile.
I think Mabel's only decision is how he's going to pin these 3 guys. Is he going to splash them individually or collectively?
Good grief. He came down on all 3 of them.
He pinned all 3 of them at the same time.
He did indeed. It's all over. King Mabel victorious again. We'll be back with more action.
We're visiting now with Chains, who has made a big impression on the fans of World Legion Wrestling.
Big impression's right, so I don't understand why you trying to introduce me like a Ford Pinto. You're looking at a Rolls Royce, brother. And the reason the Change is in this area, you know, everybody's calling me up asking me, but the one call I got was from Harley Race. You know, the legend, Gordon Soley, Harley Race are in this area, and that's one reason I'm here. But the main reason I'm here is all these punks running around out here, these greenhorns talking smack on this camera here, what they're going to do. Well, brother, Chains is walk the walk, talk the talk, 6'6", 290 pounds. I heard Dog out here earlier running his mouth talking about what he's going to do. Well, brother, you got to talk the talk and you got to walk the walk. And if you keep eyeballing me, I'm going to start off with you. You know, I'm here at World Legion Wrestling because it is one of the up and coming, and that's what Chains is about, up and coming. I'm tired of these so-called president champions. I'm tired of these corporation champions. I'm talking about a man that can walk in, a man that can get the job done, and a man is rewarded for his credentials. You see what I'm saying? Not for who he knows. Don't you ever pull the mic away from my mouth, son, or you may not have no teeth. Like I said, Chains is here to stay.
The Atomic Dog has gone absolutely berserk. He not only has hit the Harley Race.
It wasn't Valentine that was sucker punching me. If you're in the way, it's no problem too.
You and I are going to have serious work.
I beat the dog. 1, 2, 3.
And I'll guarantee you people this, that the world's title is going to be presented. I'm not going to start World Legion Wrestling out on the wrong foot.
And his opponent from Warrensburg, Missouri. He stands 6'3" tall. He weighs 250 pounds. Hacksaw Butch Reed.
One fall television time remaining. Hacksaw Butch Reed going up against Frost. And this program has been absolutely amazing, and it's
been one of the wildest shows we've had, Gordon.
Yeah, and of course it's going to get wilder because you're going to see Greg Valentine and the Atomic Dog next up here on World Legion Wrestling. Texas Deathmatch Falls count anywhere, and they don't count at all from the standpoint that it has to be one man either concedes or is unable to continue.
If I understand the rules right, you get your minute time between falls. And then it continues, I guess. Butch Reed against Frost, newcomer that we haven't had a chance to see yet.
Nice reversal by Frost. And Reed catches him with a forearm, drives a boot to the middle, elbow to the back of the head. High knee lift. Don't see that much anymore.
It's a very effective move that a lot of people have forgotten about.
Yeah, Wrestling 2, of course, was the man who really had that one down to the science. And Frost has been staggered by Reed. He still moves in, though, doggedly pursuing him. And Reed, as well, let's try a full body slam here and see if that doesn't make an impression. Crashes down across the chest of Frost, crashes down once again. Spectralis Majors taking some punishment. Did not get the pinfall. 2 count. Frost comes up slowly. Reed closes in on him. Short jarring forearm by Hacksaw Butch Reed. Irish Rip reversed by Hacksaw Butch Reed, and it looks like he's going to go for the Oklahoma Stampede, and that's exactly what he did. And that, I'm sure, is fini.
You're right.
Tis indeed. So it's all over for Frost, and the winner of this match, Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Our next match is tag team action. 1 fall with a 10-minute time limit. Our first team on their way to the ring in a combined weight of 445 pounds from Daytona, Florida. 100% sexy.
Can you get it all?
Their opponents at a combined weight of 505 pounds. Night Train City Brain, All-American Johnny Jet, the Freedom Force.
Okay, the Freedom Force with the oddity, I should say, going up against 100% sexy. 1 fall, 10-minute time limit. Australian tag rules will prevail here.
Also got the 3rd member of the Freedom Force out there. I believe the DI is out there with them. They could be a handful in 6-man tag action.
It could be indeed. The 100% sexy are an interesting combination. Referee checking out the competitors now. We said, of course, this is Australian tag team action here on World Legion Wrestling, sanctioned by the National Wrestling Alliance. And the chant going up, USA.
Yeah, that's something you might explain, Gordon, about Australian rules in the tag, where you have the rope you have to hold on to make the tag. You can't run along that side of the ring and tag in. You've got to be in the corner, don't you?
Yeah, you have to be in your own corner, and of course, the tag must be made before your team partner can move into the ring. All right. 100% sexy moving out first against Johnny Jet, and very quickly into a side headlock.
Got Jeff Real and Donnie Sexy. And this is Donnie in the ring. He's the smaller of the two.
Then he almost got pinned. That was a good near fall by Johnny Jet. And he's complaining. We do have a bunch of complainers, don't we?
Boy, I never thought I'd see that.
Well, the referee issuing a word of caution, I would assume.
Tell you what, though, Gordon, I've learned that if you whine and complain too much, you just might get what you whine and complain about.
Precisely. And Johnny Jet caught one coming in that time in the pit of the stomach. Side headlock. Tag was made, and that was a good move. He's up and over his man, caught. Series of slams.
Night Train picking him up and throwing him down.
Yeah. Good move by Johnny Jet. The tag was made. He was right there with it all the way. And Night Train proved in a hurry with a series of body slams that the Sexies now think they've won it. They didn't see the tag. Well, that's their problem.
Like I said, sometimes you watch these things with your heart instead of your eyes.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Dangle once again, collar and elbow. Off the ropes, he fires him off. He's up and over his man, drops to the canvas once again. And he misses it with a forward swing, but catches him with the back of the elbow.
Tell you, that first swing looked like Mark McGuire, a swing and a miss, but he got him with the elbow.
Yep. Good follow-up. Tag is made. Johnny Jet moves in. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful move by Night Train. A little bit on the far side of the rules, maybe, but
good tag team wrestling, though. Gordon.
Yeah, very effective.
And a shortcut. Rake to the eyes, and then that gives 100% Sexy the advantage.
Jet firing away at the midsection now as he's being double-teamed very quickly. And they did some damage that time. Well, now they're both in there now. Okay. The referee finally separates them.
Well, one caught him low, the other caught him high. And about the most effective form of double team.
Jet fires back to the midsection once again, and Sexy catches him a hard blow to the side of the head, has him staggered. Short circuit the brain in a hurry that way. And some double teaming here from outside the ring. And the referee unaware of it because his attention is being diverted. Night Train was trying to call attention to the fact of what was going on, but to no avail. Brings him up, full body slam. Jet. Oh, well, there was a complete bit of total overconfidence on the part of 100% Sexy. A rear chin lock here on Johnny Jet.
Looks like Johnny's asking for divine intervention there.
Yeah, he needs some kind of help here. He needs to break out of this and get over and tag up with Night Train. I don't think he's running out of gas. I think some of that gas has been punched out of him, though. There he comes, and elbows effective to the midsection, but he's ripped across the eyes.
Yeah, he's going the wrong direction.
Yeah, went to the wrong corner and paid for it. Jet dropped to the canvas once again. The tag is made, and so 100% Sexy sends a fresh man in. Irish whip into the far ropes, and he catches him in the turnbuckle. The snapmare has him back to the canvas. A rear chin lock. Has that knee planted squarely in the middle of the back. So the young man from Daytona is unhappy with the crowd, and the crowd's unhappy with him.
Somehow I think that's a mutual agreement on the part of both parties.
Yep.
They don't like the crowd doesn't like them, and they both prefer it that way.
That's 100% correct. I can find no problem there.
1, 2, 3.
Quick choking and broken up at the count of 3. Night Train is complaining to the referee about it. He'd like to get in there. And it would be a wise thing, I think, for Jet to get over and make that tag.
100% though has kept him in the middle of the ring or over on their sides. They've done a good job, Gordon, of keeping him out of there.
Yeah, they blocked him very effectively, and that time they ripped across the eyes. They obscured his vision momentarily, and that sent him off in the wrong direction, and he is paying the price for it now. Too far away to make the tag. He hooks the far leg of Jet. Jet was able to break free from it, but that took an awful lot of effort. See if he's able to get over and make the tag now. Good smashing blow to the midsection, another one to the side of the rib cage, then an elbow to the back of the head. Then he crawls through, makes the tag, and it's Night Train comes charging in there, hard right hands. And he's taken away about 50% of 100%.
And there's the reason why.
Now we got all four men in the ring at the same time, and the referee's got more than his hands full here.
He's just letting them go, Gordon.
Yeah, I think he decided discretion's the better part of valor here. Don't jump in the middle of this.
Thing is, the legal men, those two aren't the legal men, I don't believe. Well, now as I say that, the referee turns to look in the corner at him.
Well, we'll see. Ooh! Came flying off those ropes.
The Johnny Bomb does the trick, and they pin them both.
So, 100% sexy turned out to be 0. And the victor is the Freedom Force with the oddity, Johnny Jet and Night Train, are victorious here on World Legion Wrestling.
Saturday, May 17th, the National Wrestling Alliance makes its triumphant return to Philadelphia. Get your tickets now to experience all the hard-hitting competition of the stars of the NWA live and in person. It's an evening of main event competition guaranteed to keep you and your entire family on the edge of your seats. The 2025 NWA Crockett Cup in Philly. Don't wait. Grab your tickets today at NWALiveEvents.com.
In all of my years of professional wrestling, I have never seen anything quite like what occurred earlier on this program between the Atomic Dog and, of course, Greg Valentine with the World Legion Wrestling title at stake. I've asked Harley Race, who is the chairman of the championship committee, to come out and if you can, kind of explain exactly what the procedure is here.
Let me say this, Gordon. Carl was trying to, I think, comfort me and satisfy me in what he had to say. But what he had to say didn't suit me at all. You know me, Gordon, probably longer than anyone around here. I've defended the world's title in more countries than any other human being in the history of wrestling. And I've wrestled more matches than any other champion in the history of wrestling. But the world title has never, ever, ever changed hands in a Texas death match. Sitting back there, getting undressed, getting rid of the frustration, it started to sink in what I was hearing. We're not going to have a world title match in a Texas death match. We're going to have it on the 7th of February. But it's not going to be in a Texas death match. It's going to be in a regular title match. And I'll guarantee you people this, that the world's title is going to be presented to either the Atomic Dog or Greg Valentine. I'll guarantee you that. But in a Texas death match, no way. I'm not going to start World Legion Wrestling out on the wrong foot. I get so flustered I can't even talk. We came into being talking about what wrestling used to be. And if we're going to have a world's heavyweight champion, he's damn well going to deserve the belt that's around his waist. And it's going to be around one or the other's waist on February 7th right here. But it's going to be the right way. And before I say a lot of things I'm probably going to live to regret, I'm going to let you wrap this up, Gordon. But we're going to have a world's title match, and it's going to be a legitimate world's title match.
Harley Race, thank you so very, very much. So the dignity of the World Championship will be maintained. It will not be subverted to a Texas death match. And I, for one, Rob, must say I have to agree.
I think so, and I applaud Harley Race for the simple fact that I think his emotions would like him to see a Texas death match, but the title doesn't change hands in that situation, and he's doing the right thing, the traditional thing for the sport of wrestling.
Well, that's it for this week for World Legion Wrestling, but I'll tell you what, be sure to join us again next week because wilder and stranger things could happen. The title is on the line.